This doesn't mean I'm permanently back on YouTube by any stretch. I just wanted to make this video. So today we're going to be talking about something that's kind of unprecedented on this channel, especially since I've been away for so long. And returning to the channel with this video doesn't make any sense, but I don't really care that much. But let's talk about manga. Kaiju No. 8 specifically. And this motherfucker in particular. And I just want to say, if you haven't read Kaiju No. 8 already, go read it, bruh. Because not only is it a good story, but this should go without saying that there will be spoilers in this video. But if that don't really matter to you, then let's just get right into it. So I don't know how y'all feel, but this dude is an actual demon, bruh. And I know it's a kaiju, it's technically gender neutral. And as someone who does identify as non-binary, I really should know that more than anybody else. But dog, let's face it. This is a whole dude, bruh. Knuckles is black, Kaiju No. 10 is a man. I don't make the rules. I could almost guarantee you that if you gave this dude headphones, he would be blasting Future or Young Nudie. Most likely Young Nudie. I'm from the five. Because he'd just be handing out fades like it's Halloween candy, bruh. Dope dealer? Nah, smoke dealer. And so we start off with everything being all chill and shit. Nothing out of the ordinary. And this is the telltale sign that you just know shit's about to go awry. Like things are about to go real south. Because right when my man's Kafka is about to turn in for the night, this is what happens. Huh? The smoke finally ensues. So once they realize they're under attack, by kaiju that shouldn't even be working together, mind you, he finally shows up. So this dude finally pulls up on the scene, right? And he just like, hey, yo bro, who the strongest nigga in this bitch? And my man Soshiro just like, well, since our captain isn't present at the current second, it's me. And this dude 10 wastes no time, bruh.
Alright dog, I guess that's it. You gonna be my prey.
Oh nah, bruh. This nigga really just threw shots at Soshiro without a moment's notice, bruh. This dude is a demon. So Konami finally gets a reading on 10's fortitude level, which is 8.3. Keep that in mind later. Also, I just want to go on record to say that I love the way that this power system is set up in this series, because it sort of reminds me of a Richter scale. And so now Soshiro low-key freaking out trying to get everybody organized against the Yoju and shit. And he can't even do that because this dude pops up behind him like,
you dodged that shit. Hey, then you pass, bruh.
And this is when Soshiro comes to the realization, yeah, I'm gonna have to take him out myself. And 10's over here like,
alright, without further ado, let's get this extermination underway.
And it was low-key speculation for them at first, but Soshiro finally realizes that he actually is after the base, based on how the other kaiju reacted in response to No. 10. And bro, this next panel low-key reminded me of when Genos was fighting Saitama in One Punch Man. And it was that one punch that made him realize that he had no chance of winning. The fade ensues. So promptly after he realizes he can't take any hits dead on or else he's gonna be fucked, they actually get to boxing. So Soshiro gets an update on how things are going with the other kaiju, and he's thinking to himself, that's cool, but that's not where our real issue lies. This is our real problem. And they are still boxing. And Okanagi over here like, bruh, how the fuck is he so strong? And he's over here thinking, bruh, it's not even the half of it. It actually likes to fight. So Soshiro thinking he can pull a fast one on No. 10 by trying to open up the gate, thinking that will slow it down. And that doesn't even deter him for a brief moment. And he's like, bro, what was even the point of that? And I kind of agree, like there really wasn't no point in doing that for real. And No. 10 over here trying to talk mad crazy like,
there ain't many, including kaiju, that can scrabble me. You should feel proud for real. I'ma enjoy feasting on your ass.
I swear, bro, this dude is vicious. And then he pummels Soshiro into next year. And 10 still trying to talk shit, almost commending him, is like,
you actually not half bad, bro.
Without even noticing that Soshiro took his whole arm off. And now he's like, yeah, it's time to get serious. And now it's Soshiro talking tough all like, yeah, you picked the wrong dudes to beef with. We better win this fight. Oh, Lord! And so this got 10 thinking,
oh shit, here we go again.
With him analyzing how he's being attacked by Soshiro, all he can really think is,
this guy don't impress me.
And while he's trying to strategize against him, Soshiro is still messing this dude up. And that's when 10 sees what he's actually aiming for. And this just got him more riled up like,
yeah, this is how an actual fight should be. Not being on no weak shit and trading blows for real.
And meanwhile, while this dude's still monologuing, Soshiro dices his entire arm up, bruh. And my dude about going for the killing blow, being like, hey yo, that core of yours is actually smarter than I originally thought.
Oh shit!
And they over here thinking, hey, he got him. Dog, This is why you never celebrate too early. Because right after that happened, he was like, hey yo bro, not yet, hold on. And then he begins to morph like he just ate a Mario mushroom. Awesome, this not even my final form type shit. Bro, come on. So along with him getting bigger, his fortitude level rises as the heat's getting expelled from his body. Remember early on when it was just 8.3? I want you to take that and just throw it out the window. Because in the midst of his transformation, his fortitude jumps to 9.0. Which on pen and paper doesn't exactly seem like a massive increase, but the thing about that is Richter's skills are logarithmic, meaning this drastic change goes up by an exponential amount. And now we enter the second part of the fade, and despite the actual change in size and in fortitude, he's still able to adapt to it like it's no problem, because he's that nigga. But one underlying issue that he's having is the blades aren't cutting all the way through because of the change in size. And to make matters worse, he's starting to overheat, and being in this state any longer could prove to be dangerous. Not like he really cares, he has 1 minute at max. And then 10 does this unspeakable attack.
NANI?!
Basically, a kamikaze is its own kaiju. But Soshiro uses it to his advantage as a smokescreen to try and attack 10 from behind. But unfortunately, it was kind of all for naught. And bruh, at this moment in time, I really thought he was done for real. But it's all good because he still got some fight left in him. Cause he not about to go out like that. Like he is determined to end this shit. Even while Okinagi's like, yo, you can't fight no more, bruh. But neither number 10 or Soshiro gives a fuck. And while Soshiro's still trying to do everything he can just to get a few good hits in, 10's over here like,
I figured your ass out. Those blades not finna work on me.
and Soshiro's like, bro, shut the fuck up. You think I don't know that by now? And while he's trying to do his due diligence to just protect the base, pulling out all the breaks in every attack he knows, this happens. Now, despite things looking pretty grim and all seeming lost, it's all good because...
I'll take it from here.
And Soshiro like, yeah, you lost this one, bruh.
Huh?!
The baddest bitch of the series finally shows up, and Ashiro doesn't waste any time.
Go babies, go babies,
So with their advent, it kind of changed the tide of the fight. And I only say kinda because while Mina's doing substantial damage to number 10, he can predict where she's aiming and his regeneration is getting faster. And with that knowledge in mind, Soshiro's not gonna let that slide. Bro, how the fuck is this dude still going? But even with everything he's doing, it's still not enough because number 10's regeneration is still too fast, and this Loki got him running out of options. But then all of a sudden, Kikoro comes straight out the cut for assistance, even though she wasn't able to damage number 10 like at all. But with her being there as backup, Soshiro quickly strategizes a way to throw 10's balance off. And they get right to it, putting the strategy into effect. And it ends up working. But she ends up overheating and Soshiro tells her to fall back. And now it's on him to stop 10's mobility. And bro is quite literally in that mode right now, for real. So right when Mina's about to go in for the final shot, Soshiro's all like, I thought I told you, bro.
You picked the wrong house, fool!
And with that, they finally defeat Kaiju number 10. And it's nice to see them get this little moment of relaxation because the fight is not yet over, bruh. Because when they talk about resting up and taking out the remaining Kaiju, this happens.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Stop playing! What the fuck? Stop playing! What the fuck is that?
A giant ass bomb forms above them. So while Mina's trying to organize all of the troops to get them out of the bomb's blast radius and have another magazine sent to her so she can take it out, Soshiro's over here panicking like, yo, we are not about to make it. If it falls, it's gonna take us in the base with it. And while he's panicking, number 10's like,
Hey dog, looks like this match is a tie.
and so needless to say, things are not looking too great right now. But we gonna be alright. Because my man Kafka does this thing when he transforms and ends up punching the bomb out of orbit before it can actually detonate, saving everyone. And then he gets in prison. Bro, free my man, he ain't do nothing. So following the events after number 10's raid, they get an update that it woke up after Soshiro's fight while it was being held captive. And with him seeing this as an opportunity to get any intel on other kaiju that may prove beneficial, he asks them to go interrogate it. But the thing of it is, it won't talk to anybody but him.
What?
So when he goes in, he's like, so you finally up. You must have had one good nap. Kaiju number 10. And he doesn't even respond to him. He just looks at him and then does this. And he's like, hey, yo, dumbass, keep it down. Do that again and I'm gonna turn you into sushi. And Soshiro gets straight to the point like, hey, yo, we looking for this kaiju named number 9. If you know anything, then spill it. And then 10 is just like,
Alright, no problem. They're the one that made me after all.
and everybody's taken aback by this. But then number 10's like,
But on one condition. Let me out of here and fight with me.
And I'll be honest, bro, this did not make any sense to me whatsoever. And when Sosuro tries to tell him that he couldn't do that even if he really wanted to because his core is too damaged for him to regenerate enough, he's like,
Nah, I already know that much. That's not what I'm trying to say. You can weaponize and wear me.
Give me your soul. Oh, give me your soul.
oh nah, bruh. It's actually asking to be made into a weapon, bruh. That's kind of OC. And number 10 tells Sosuro that he thought the fight that they had was actually fun, and that it was almost like being in a dream. And he's like, bro, come on, that wasn't even fun in the slightest. And number 10 is just like, why the fuck you lying?
You were enjoying the fight as much as me, bruh. You and I are one and the same.
As long as a high-octane balls to the wall fight is in store.
It don't matter if you're fighting against a human or a kaiju.
And with that, Sosuro's just like, alright, hang on a moment, bruh. And when Sosuro gets outside, he's like, hey, yo, what's up with that thing? Like, honestly. And she don't even know how to respond to him, like, for real. But he realizes he has literally no other option to go with. So he tells Mina that he'll agree to what it wants. And she says they'll wager on it and try to get him weaponized. And Sosuro's like, alright, bro, start talking. And he's like,
So we got a deal? Bet.
but then he's like, let me make one thing clear. You ain't gonna be using me. I'm gonna be using you. So yeah. This dude is a demon. But yeah, that just about brings us to the end of this video. If y'all enjoyed, please leave a big fat dislike, and I will see you in the next one.